Okay guys, hey, Hunter Elliott, rangehot.com. I'm out here today with the Charter Arms Pitbull. This is a newer revolver from Charter Arms in their new black nitride finish. This one chambered in 45 automatic. And here's the cool part. It does not use moon clips. I've got some Defender 230 grain ball. It is a revolver, so it's obviously proven to be pretty reliable. But here again, I want you to see the gun running so we can all be on the same page when I do the wrap up. As well as, you know, I'm still getting used to it. So here we go. Really nice single action trigger pull. Okay, now I'm gonna shoot it double action. That is not bad at all. Got another buddy of mine out here. This is Brent Fernandez. You have probably heard his name brought up a couple times. Most of the time it's pretty positive, sometimes not so much. But we all love Brent. Brent owns a company called Advanced Holster, and if you look back, you'll see that I've done several reviews on a couple of his holsters. He actually stopped by today to drop off a couple more holsters to review. Got something really cool going on from some new CZ guns. But here's the deal. While he's here, I'm going to put him to work. So I've got this Charter Arms and Pitbull. I'm like, hey, I got him here. His hands are empty. I'm going to put him to work. So take it away, brother.
Let's do some work. All right. So that's that lip inside there?
Yeah, man, that look. Since it doesn't have
it's like a little detent?
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Just kind of snaps right in there?
Yeah, interesting, yeah. I've only shot a handful of the revolvers that don't take moon clips. Or rather, someone's not using moon clips with it.
Right.
It doesn't work that good. So.
There you go. Put 5 through it. Let me know what you think.
I like this. I'll tell you what I like. I love the internal clips.
Right.
Because they took the full moon clips and put them in the extractor. That is absolutely genius.
Yeah, it's easy. There you go. Yeah, I mean, it's you know, one of the drawbacks that I've always had, that I've always felt with some of the revolvers chambered in auto-loading cartridges, is that you do have to run a moon clip.
Right, or a half moon, right.
Or a half moon clip,
right.
And I'm not a huge fan of that, just because that's one more piece of gear to keep up with.
And if you lose or it breaks or anything else.
Your gun is, you know, basically a paperweight. That's
ingenious. They've put the moon clips as an integral part of the extractor system.
Right.
And I'll tell you what, it's excellent when they fit in, they snap in.
You feel it snap in?
It's very positive, it snaps in. I have confidence in it. The nice part about it is if you're carrying a 1911 or anything. I know I'm an old timer. Right? I was thinking 45, you go 1911. You're carrying any 45 ACP, you can load them out of the magazine.
Right.
You can just pull your mag out and pop.
Be a wonderful backup gun. Or if your primary gun, your 1911 went down, you know, your backup gun is chambered in the same caliber.
So you only have one caliber to deal with.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
And they make this also a 9mm?
Yes, they do. That's the Pitbull. You know, you can get it in stainless and you can get it in the black nitride.
Right.
But I kind of like the black nitride better.
I'm going to tell you what. One of my first guns, I think I was 13.
Was it a muzzle loading revolver?
was an off duty.
Okay.
And I absolutely fell in love with it. I mean, they're tough. They're tough. And I did the review of
the Pink Lady.
The Pink Lady.
And that was a year or so ago, right?
A year or so ago. My stepsister carries that. And absolutely, as far as dollar for dollar, Charter Arms is hard to beat.
So let's talk a little bit about it now that I've got it shot and it's safe. Everybody can see cylinders out, no rounds in it. So this is actually a really nice little revolver. I got about 120 rounds through it, primarily Defender 230 ball, but as well as some Hornady Critical Defense, Ruger ARX, and that sort of stuff. So I have tried all different kinds. We did shoot this little revolver, believe it or not, out at 25 yards from a rest. And it did actually better than I expected, especially considering it is a little snubby, what I would consider a primary defensive type handgun. So if you're curious about how it shot at 25 yards, or as well as all the specifics and technical details on it, just jump on over to rangehot.com and read the written review. But in the meantime, let's finish up the wrap up. So as you can see, this one is in black nitride finish, which is held up very well. This is double action. The single action is about 3 pounds. The single action pull on this little revolver is really, really sweet. I mean, now the double action is a heavy, it's about 14 pounds. It does not use moon clips, which I think is great because I hate moon clips. The way they get away with it is, it still head spaces off the case mouth in the cylinder. When you look down here, you can see a little end of the chamber, but also right here on the star extractor, you got little tabs. And when you put the round in, the little tab snaps into your extractor groove on your 45 auto case. Anytime you go to a little snub nose revolver, you're going to lose a lot of velocity because you lose all that barrel length. With that in mind, if you're going to lose the velocity, the only area you can make it up in is bullet weight. So if I'm going to carry a snubby, I'm going to definitely pick a big, slow, heavy bullet over a small, fast bullet like the 357 Magnum that really does well, you know, out of 6 or 8 inch gun. But a little snubby like this, it just makes sense to carry the 45 automatic. Something else to consider, a lot of women who pocketbook carry. If you're pocketbook carrying and, you know, you're walking to your car and that it's, you know, dimly lit or whatever you're concerned, you know, you can have your hand in your pocketbook around the revolver. If, God forbid, you ever had to deploy that, and you could actually shoot through your pocketbook. And if you had an autoloader, you're going to get one round off, and chances are, if that lady's pocketbook's as cluttered as the other women that I know, you're going to probably induce a malfunction. But with a revolver, you got a lot more mechanical means to go through, so you're gonna definitely have a better chance of getting all 5 rounds off if you're having to shoot like that. God forbid it ever comes to it. If you're interested in a little defensive revolver, it would certainly be worth jumping over to Charter Arms' website. Take a look at what they got. They make a bunch of different revolvers and a plethora of calibers. So if you're in the market, especially budget-minded for a little, you know, concealed carry pocket gun, check them out. Let them know what you think. You can look back and see where I interviewed Mr. Nick Ecker, who's the president of Charter Arms. Super nice guy. I think he's got a lot of pride as far as the company's concerned, as well as his employees and his product. So anyway, take care of yourselves, guys. I appreciate it. If you got any questions or comments, please, you can find me on Facebook or YouTube. But take care of yourself and each other. Look forward to seeing you on the range.